Hi and welcome to the VPN Club YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to answer a simple question. Is Surfshark good or is Surfshark a good VPN? To answer this question, I'll cover 8 key points that should give you some good indications. Before I start, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification button if you enjoy our content. This will mean a lot to us and help us create even more useful content. First, let's check the login policy. This is probably the most important issue to consider when looking at a VPN provider. This will tell you what data the company stores about your online activities, so it's essential to check this in order to protect your privacy. You want a VPN provider with a zero-log policy, which means they don't save information about the websites you visit or the files you download. Well, good news, Surfshark has a strict no-log policy. This means that they do not keep any activity or connection logs, so they don't log your IP addresses, browsing history, metadata, and so on, unlike some other VPNs. As you can see here, it has been audited by Cure53, which is an independent cybersecurity firm. They confirmed that they did not detect any serious issues. You can read more about this audit in this article. You can also take a look at Surfshark's privacy policy. Then let's check the level of encryption. Another factor to consider is how strong the encryption is. Stronger encryption is harder to break, obviously, and offers better security. 256-bit encryption is standard in the VPN industry, although some providers offer less secure 128-bit encryption. As you can read here, Surfshark uses AES with 256-bit keys, which is recommended by the NSA for securing classified information, so a very high level of encryption. This is exactly what we're looking for. Then let's find out how many servers they have. For convenience, you want a VPN provider with plenty of servers for you to connect to. Generally speaking, more servers is better as it gives you more options to find a fast and reliable server when you connect. In practice, there is not much difference between a provider with 2,000 servers and one with 3,000 servers. Surfshark has more than 3,200 servers in 95 countries. That's a lot of servers and a lot of countries. For example, NordVPN has servers in only 60 countries, which is significantly less. However, make sure Surfshark has servers in the countries where you want to access content before signing up. Then let's talk about speed. One downside to using a VPN is that it can slow down your connection a little due to the extra encryption step that the data goes through. To minimize this slowdown, you want a VPN that has fast servers. However, it can be tough to find out how fast a VPN is. Most providers, like Surfshark, advertise that they offer good speeds. Here are the results of a speed test I ran before activating Surfshark, and here are the results of another speed test I ran after activating Surfshark. As you can see, the ping went up, but that's normal, nothing to worry about here, and we went from 513 megas to 463 megas in download, and from 489 megas to 454 megas in upload, so the speed loss is minimal. Another way to check if Surfshark speed is good enough for you is to try it for yourself. You can sign up, try the servers for a few weeks, and use their money-back guarantee if you're not happy with the speed. To sign up, make sure you visit vpn-club.com/surf. With our link, you will take advantage of an 82% discount and 2 months free. Now let's talk about options. Before deciding whether Surfshark is the right choice or not, you should check what features this VPN offers. There is a kill switch, of course. A kill switch is an option that automatically cuts off your internet connection when your VPN connection stops working. It is therefore a security feature to ensure that your personal data is not accidentally compromised and that you keep your confidentiality no matter what. There is a split tunneling option, DNS leak protection. There are also some extra cybersecurity features, including an antivirus. You can use it on an unlimited number of devices simultaneously. This is something very few VPN providers offer. Speaking of devices, Surfshark is available on Windows, macOS, iOS, Android. There are also extensions for Chrome and Firefox. You can even use it on your smart TV, gaming console, or router. This is not mentioned on this page, but Surfshark allows torrenting. They also allow streaming, meaning you can access foreign Netflix catalogs, for example, or watch your favorite TV shows on Netflix or Hulu, even when you are traveling abroad. So, quite a lot of features and capabilities. Then let's check the country of origin. Surfshark has offices in various countries, but the company is headquartered in the Netherlands. This might be a problem for some of you because the Netherlands are part of the 14 Eyes Alliance. This alliance includes the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Italy, and Spain. In these 14 countries, local security agencies can indeed compel a VPN provider to disclose its users' data. However, this is not really a problem for Surfshark, as there is no obligatory data retention law in the Netherlands. In this article, they explain that the government can request logs from Surfshark, but they wouldn't have anything to give since they have a no-log policy, and if the government decided to size their servers physically, they would run into the issue of the local police not being able to raid servers in other countries. If that's something you're interested in, I highly recommend that you read this article. Now let's talk about protocols. VPN protocols are quite important as well. There's a core technology that dictates how your data is routed to the VPN server. There are a variety of major VPN protocols, and they are not created equal. With Surfshark, you have the choice between several different protocols. OpenVPN, which is a mature and robust piece of open source software, offering a good combination of speed and security. It is a versatile protocol that can be used on both TCP and UDP ports. WireGuard, which is the newest and fastest tunneling protocol, it uses state-of-the-art cryptography, but is still considered experimental. And IKEv2, which is fast, but may not work on all networks. So, not that many options, but that's probably all you need anyway. Finally, let's talk about the price. As you can see here, you can get a subscription for as low as $2.30 per month if you take the 2-year plan. That's super affordable, great value for money if you ask me. Make sure you use our link, vpn-club.com/surf, to get access to this special offer, which also includes 2 months free. If you don't, you might see higher prices. If you prefer a monthly subscription, it would cost you $12.95 per month. So by now, you should have a better idea. Surfshark is definitely one of the best VPNs on the market. It is packed with top features that make Surfshark an excellent option for beginners, intermediate, and advanced users. To give it a try, visit vpn-club.com/surf or click on the link located in the description under this video. With our link, you will take advantage of an 82% discount and 2 months free. Note that Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means that you can sign up, try the service for several weeks without any limit, and then request a refund if you wish. Alright, that's all for today. Now you know more about Surfshark. So, is Surfshark good? Is Surfshark a good VPN? The answer is yes, it is. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them below, and I will answer them as soon as possible. If you like this video, if you found it useful, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification button. Thanks and see you next time.